Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I was hoping to get some of this done today at work. Didn't have time. No time in between. No free periods. Although I got to leave before the actual half day was done because he had planned period that last period that he would have come and be in the middle of it. So that was his planned period and lunchtime, the teachers. So I want to get more of the hair done for this doll. I hope you all are doing well. I gotta find my phone. There it is. Good morning, Cricket. How are you? It's almost afternoon here. So it's afternoon where you're at. So good afternoon. How are you today? Yeah, I saw you put one up last night and I went to Bible study. And by the time I got home, I just wanted to get ready for bed. And then I go on this morning and you put up 2 videos this morning. So, and you deleted the one from last night. I don't understand, but I was going to go watch them and I got sidetracked. I made my video this morning before I went to work. And a devotional video because when I'm working, I can't do a live. So yes, the 2 this morning was quick. But I got the other one up too. I had problems with it. Okay. I'll have to go back and check them out. I worked this morning, hence the nice top. So yeah, I found out this morning it's the Bible squish. Ooh, I can't wait to see that, Cricket. I can't wait to get this done. The wig part done. That's my goal today. I want to get this done. I want to get that shawl done. Of course, it won't all get done today, but and we've got a busy weekend coming up. Well, my husband's got a meeting tomorrow night. I don't, so I can be home and crochet. But we have a luncheon to go to on Saturday. And Sunday after church, there's Friday night I gotta bake cookies for Sunday. So I am gonna be very busy this weekend. I've been working on making curly cues for the doll. I gotta make 34 of these. The straight ones are not gonna work that I made because I want her hair curly. I have to make 34 and I've got 3 of them, I think. Or is it just 2? Here's the main part of the wig. No, I got 3. Hello, Carol. Cricket says she's going to be cute. I hope so. I really hope so. Then, of course, I'm going to have to show everybody at my crochet guild and my Bible study, and of course on YouTube. Carol says, hi, sweet Michelle and Cricket. How are you, Carol? And Cricket says, hello, Carol. It's so good to have you here. I worked this morning, and so I've got my nice top on. One of my nice tops, dressy tops. And I love the style of this top so much so that I ordered more. I have different colors, different styles, or different patterns. Carol says, I just accidentally placed a Mary Maxim order. Wow, and you had to cancel. You accidentally made an order. I just got, our mail didn't come till after 6 last night, and our where we go get our mail is a little ways a walk to go get the mail. I don't walk out there when it's dark because I would need a flashlight, and I'd rather wait to get it the next day. So I got yesterday's mail today after I got off work, and I got a Mary Maxim catalog. Isn't that pretty? I'm not gonna make it though. I've got too many projects going. You like the color, of my top? I do too. That's why I got it. Carol says, I was trying to use the app Honey. Cool. I use it too. I use it on my computer, the Honey app. To try to get deals. Cricket said I did that on Amazon once. It was a hard time to cancel. Yep. Isn't Mary Maxim expensive? I don't know. Well, excuse me. Mona Lisa's only $1.99. Let's gain 40% off. $1.99 now. Premium acrylic anti-pilling yarn. 188 yards. 4 weight. Normally, it's $5, and it's on sale for $2. That's awesome. For anti-pilling yarn, I think that's awesome. Carol says, I'm thinking about ordering the Hobie Halloween cakes. Wow, I didn't know they had such a thing. Carol says, I'll like to get the blanket kits from Mary Maxim. They are pretty. I won't be buying anything though. Okay, that's not bad. Don't sound expensive at all. Well, when it's on sale, it's not expensive. Here they have what? Bon Classic. Basic worsted weight yarn, perfect for any project. 218 yards for $1.99. But it's not anti-pilling. That one is not anti-pilling. Carol says, I just sent you a picture of the hat. Cool. And Carol says, you definitely have to shop the sale. Yep. Yep, sure do. And for some reason, my sinuses just decided to go haywire. So I'm going to have to blow my nose. Lori, hi. Sorry, had to blow my nose. Lori Hobson says, hi, y'all. Hello, how are you, Lori? So good to have you in here. We're talking about the Mary Maxim catalog that I just got in the mail. Carol says, hi, sweet Lori. And Cricket says, hi, Lori. Hola, Maritza. How are you? I worked this morning, so I came home, had lunch, and came online. I want to make more curly cues for my doll. This is what they look like. I got to make 43 of them. I've got 3 made, and I'm working on number 4. Joanne says, hey, Michelle Crochets in Kansas and chatters. How are you, Joanne? How are you, Maritza? And how are you, Lori? What are you all working on? Cricket is saying hello to Joanna or Joanne. Maritza is finishing a baby blanket. That'll be so pretty. What colors are you using and what kind of yarn, Maritza? Joanne says lap blanket with wolf head. Awesome. I would love to see that, Joanne. Are you a friend on Michelle Crochet's YouTube channel. I set that channel up for my YouTube subscribers. It's on Facebook. It's a Facebook page. Lap blanket with wolf head. Awesome. Joanne says hello to Cricket. Carol says, hi, sweet friends, Maritza and Joanne. And Cricket says, blanket is for granddaughter. Cool. And what color is it? Joanne says, hey, Carol's Crazy Crafts, Crochet and More. So I'm working on making curlicues for my doll. It's going to take me a while. Pink and white, Cricket says. Awesome. It's going to be beautiful. I'm making this doll for my future granddaughter. Cricket says, I showed it on my video. Awesome. I'm going to go check it out after this. Maritza says, variations, blues, purples, red, white, and pink. That sounds beautiful, Maritza. Carol says, does anyone want me to drop your links? You can always drop my wish list link, my any of the links I have in the description box. Lori says, good, packing my yarn room up. Hubby and I are closing on a mobile home early next week and getting out of the apartment. Woohoo! That's good. You'll have your own four walls. Oh, how cute. Carol sent me a picture of her Abby Cadabby hat. Isn't that so cute? Cricket says, you can put mine, Carol, if you like. Carol, you are so kind. Carol is great. You're all great. Thank you for sharing that, Carol. I love that. I did not tell Susan that I'm live yet. Okay, now I did. Yeah, that is so cute. The Yabby Cadabby hat. Lori says yes and no one above me. Yep. Or below you. Carol says crickets. She dropped cricket's link. Thank you for that. Joanne says sent couple pics to the group. On Facebook, Michelle Crochets. Woohoo! Looking forward to checking those out. I'll check them out after the live, along with Cricket's videos. Oh, thank you, Carol. Well, I did tell Susan that I'm live. I know she wasn't doing too well the past couple days. She has a lot of water retention in her legs. Crickets is gonna make a pot of vegetable soup today. Wonderful. I made a pan of homemade macaroni and cheese. So I had some for lunch. I think this is your wish list. I don't know. I'll have to go check out one of my videos. Hi, Susan. Yeah, Carol put out the Facebook page, Michelle Crochets. Susan says, hi, sweet Carol. And Carol says, hi, sweet Susan. Susan, are you making a reference to my bottom? Oh, hi, Sue or Carol. Susan is asking, how is Casey doing? Well, he's good enough to go to work. One of his ears is still bothering him. But He still went to work. He's probably working on Sunday, he said. I got a catalog in the mail today for Mary Maxim. Isn't that pretty? I love it, but I'm not making it. I've got too many other things going. Because I'm working on Curly Q number 4. This is the one of them. I got to make 34 of these, and I've got 4 of them, or this is the 4th one that I'm working on now. So after this one, I'll have 30 more to make. Doesn't seem like seems like it'll be too many for her wig. I can't see it show again. This is I gotta make 34 of these. Sorry. Carol says, Lori, did you want your link dropped? The pattern from Mary Maxim. It's not a pattern, it's a picture of an Afghan. And Susan says, hi to Cricket. Carol says she's going to have a fro. Well, the picture on the book shows her with curly hair. But it doesn't seem like 34 is going to be, well, it does seem like 34 is going to be too many. Cricket says hi to Susan. This is what they say the wig looks like when you're done with it. Ah, okay. Lori says no content. Okay, Lori. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. And everybody else. But for those of you that haven't seen, this is my doll that I'm making. Susan says, hi, Lori. I was at a middle school today in a small town next to where the city schools always need subs, it seems. So, but the small town, I went there because, for one thing, well, it's easier. a lot easier to deal with the kids in the smaller towns. So, how is your star Afghan coming along, Susan? Growing bigger. All right. That's good. Carol says, I'm working on a scarf and changing colors every row. I'm sewing in some of the ends. I don't want to be overwhelmed when I finish it. I don't blame you, Carol. Cricket says, is it cold where you're at? It is chilly. It's not real cold because the sun is out, but the wind, we're getting serious wind gusts. See, well, no, it's not bad. It's 46 right now. My legs have been bothering me a lot. Susan says, who are you talking about, Cricket? Right now, where I live, there is snow on the ground. Lori says, hi, Peppermint Stitches. Yep, you can have it, Susan. Carol says, I just finished watching the new Netflix series Wednesday. It's amazing. Awesome. Susan says, and she's off. Who's off? Susan Burke says, hello, Michelle. Hello, Susan Burke. How are you? We 3 witches were -3 Celsius, which is 27 Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, you're in Canada. Okay. Susan says, hi, Susan. And Susan says, hello to everyone. Susan Peppermint says, hi, Joanne. Joanne says, hi, Peppermint Stitches. Carol says, hi, sweet Susan Burke. And Susan Burke says, I am good. Thank you. Hey, Susan, did you see my doll? Peppermint says, Cricket, how are the doctor's appointments coming? And Joanne says, hey, Susan Burke. Susan says she is cute. I'm working on the hair. I got to make 34 of these curly cues to put on the wig. This is the wig. These are the bangs. And then I got to put 34 of these curly things on here. It's this doll that I'm making. Honey pie. So, and this is the color hair I'm making for her. It's Big Twist Honey, or Camel is the color name of this. That's what I'm using for it. I worked this morning and I came home and I made homemade macaroni and cheese using elbow macaronis. I cooked those up in butter and milk and regular, like shredded cheese. Melt that all together, add some salt and pepper. I heard that you did a mosaic item. I do the squares for the Casablanca Afghan, and they all are surrounded by mosaic pattern. I'll be right back. These are some of the squares, and it's the mosaic around the outside of the pattern. Got those three and these three, and there's other squares that I'm making too. So this is the part of the Casablanca Afghan, which is Annie's Kit Club that I've been getting the kits to. So I'm looking forward to getting this done so I could work on that some more. This is the first thing I've made with the mosaic pattern. I've never done mosaic before this Afghan. Susan says they look nice. Yeah, not bad for my first time. So it's pretty, I think. Lori says, no snow here, 54 and sunny. Where are you at, Lori? Cricket says, so far the doctor yesterday made me 3 more appointments. Other places, lung test, sleep study, shots and spine. Wow. Holy cow, Cricket. Susan says, Michelle, your friend called the other day and asked you to meet her. Did you have a good time? You were wondering why she wanted to meet you. Did you find out? No. She had to cancel because she woke up with a migraine headache. And she texted me the next day and says, I'm glad we didn't meet because I have COVID. Oh, so you're way down south, Lori. Cool. No wonder why it's warm there. Susan says, next year I want to make a mosaic blanket for my bed. That will be beautiful, Susan. Cricket says, how you doing, Peppermint? So yeah, my friend is sick. She has COVID. You was spared, Michelle. You don't need COVID. No, I don't. Nope, nope, nope. Susan says, okay, some of my water weight is coming off. Thank you for asking, Cricket. That was sweet of you. I've been praying for you, Susan. Carol says, Susan B., have you done mosaic before? Susan says, a little bit. Well, I know a lot of people were big on doing mosaic this year, and I wasn't really. I had too many other projects going. But then I fell in love with this Casablanca Afghan, and so I started making the squares. And Lori says, prayers for your friend. Husband and I have both had COVID twice. I think my husband has had it 3 times and I've had it once. But we never went to the doctor, so we took care of it ourselves. But I do know for a fact that I had it because I lost my sense of smell. Cricket says, I have seen people swelled with water. They said it's painful. Yeah. Tina says, hi, Michelle. Hello. How are you? So good to have you in here, Tina. We're just having a party. How are you, Tina? And what are you working on? Tina says, I had COVID twice, the first one and in September again. Wow. And Cricket says, my grandson's teacher just came down with COVID and they hang together and my grandson lives with me. Oh, that's not good. Carol says, hi, sweet Tina. I hope you stay healthy, Cricket. Cricket says, I'm worried. If I were you, I would do everything I can to be as healthy as I can. I think that eating a clove of garlic every day helped me stay healthy. But that's me. And Susan says hi to Tina. And Tina says hi, Susan. And Susan says, you will be okay, Cricket. Tina says, start loading up on vitamins. Yeah, that's always a good idea, in my opinion. Some doctors say they're not necessary. I disagree. Cricket says, believe me, I'm trying. Yes, garlic is good. So usually I take it at night when I'm home and I'm not going out. So only my husband has to deal with my garlic breath. And Tina says, hi, Cricket. And Cricket says, hi, Camper. So that's normally what I do. I eat and I do the garlic that I grow. I cook with the store-bought garlic, but I eat the garlic that grows in my garden. Poor man. I try to get him to eat some too. Cricket says, I eat it raw on and off throughout the day. It's a good virus killer. Fresh garlic is best. Yep. Right from the garden. And Susan says, he's smart. He stays away from it. Have you thought that maybe that's what's keeping the viruses away from me? I mean, he's had COVID 3 times and I've had it once. What does that tell you? Cricket says, my hubby sweats garlic cloves. We are a pair. Susan says, well, Cricket, your grandson will stay away from you just like Casey stays away from me. Camper says, I think some react differently with smell. Oh, my husband can't do beans. He can't eat beans. They don't digest. He can't digest them or something. He gets sick by eating my bean soup. Lori says, you can also grind it and put it in an empty capsule and just swallow it like a pill. I'd rather eat it from the garden. I think some garlic smells worse in some people, says Tina. Tina says beans has gas. Uh-huh. I tell him when I make taco soup and he takes it for lunch, Michelle, the people at work don't want you making that anymore. Hi, Mary. How are you? Is it Mary? And Susan says hi. Am I pronouncing your name right? Okay, great. Thank you. I'm working on hair for my doll. I figured this is one thing I want to get done soon. I'd like to get the doll done by Christmas, along with some clothes. Who is smart, Susan? What do you want to see? The hair? Or the doll? Yeah, these make cowlicks a lot. So I gotta go through and wind them up so I get the cowlicks out. Mary says, I'm working on a corner to corner with puzzle. Ooh, so am I, Mary. She still needs a lot of hair. Yes, I know, Tina. It said called for 34 and I'm working on number 4. Oh, the people at Casey's work are smart by telling them not to have beans anymore. Here's my corner to corner with puzzle yarn. Ah, that's what gave you the idea. Cool. Glad I could help, Mary. I can help you feed your obsession. We're all obsessed with yarn here, so, you know. Mine is in solitaire. What colors are in solitaire? I forget. Mine it's crossword, and it's the neutral colors. What colors are in solitaire? I forget what it looks like. Red, gray, and black. Ooh, pretty. Susan says addictive. Yeah, feed her. I'm helping her feed her addiction. But, you know, I watch all these people channels and all the ideas they've given me. I love following Bag a Day's patterns. She's great at teaching us how to do the various stitches. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love creative grandmas too. I've made several of her things too. Afghans mostly. I've made the one where she made it for her granddaughter to carry around with her. I think that was my first premiere order to buy that yarn. It's a 5-weight, pinkish purple. Tina says, I found a dolly tutorial that was in 3 parts. I started it and made it to the last part, and you couldn't see it unless you became a member on monthly. Oh no. That's terrible, Camper. Peppermint says, I like Glenda also. Yes, so do I. Lori says, finished a 6-weight cardie, a coat for here, and made a matching clutch hat. I don't know how to say that word in English, but it's in French, it's clutch. Carol says, I'm using bod feather stitch for the scarf I'm making. It's the second one. The first one I used Picasso pink, green, and beige. Cool. I made the feather stitch with a variegated yarn like blues, greens, and yellows. Variegated. I like to watch Billy too. Clutch. Okay. Camper says, who is Billy? My question too. So, Mary, who is Billy? Oh, that looks like fun. What looks like fun, Joanne? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, Joanne. That clutch hat. Okay. Crafty Floridian. Awesome. I guess I'll have to check out that site too. The Crafty Floridian. Tina says, hi, Lori, Mary, and Joanne. Lori says, I like Bod and Fiber Spider for tutorials. And Mary said she is 77. Oh, good for her. She can use the computer. My mother wants nothing to do with computers. Camper Susan says, it is cold here. Looks like it is going to rain. I just made a cup of hot tea. I just finished doing 30 lap blankets and a granny strip blanket. Now working on a corner to corner blanket. Wow, you've been busy, Susan. Holy cow. Tina says, oh, I know who it is. And Joanne says, hi, Camper 14. Tina says, hi, Susan B. That's fabulous. Yeah, she's been busy. Extremely busy. I think I'm gonna start off by making like maybe 15 of these things and seeing how it does on her head. Mary says she is doing the Boggy Creek blanket drive. Cool. Susan says, I am giving the black blankets to the convalescent hospital down the street from my house for Christmas. Oh, how sweet is that? Wonderful, Susan. Tina says, Billy sews and makes bags mostly that I have seen. Yeah, and Tina says, that's sweet, Susan. Yeah, such a sweetie. So tomorrow night I'm going to be baking cookies. Lori says, I don't know Billy. It's the Crafty Floridian if you want to look her up. She's got a YouTube channel. Okay, I finished another one. Other than fixing it so that it doesn't have colics. Susan says, thank you all. Camper says, I think making items for people that really appreciate them makes you feel great. Uh-huh. Lori says, I guess I just didn't know that her name was Billy. Okay. And Susan Peppermint says, that's so true, Tina. I'm sure that the people that receive them will be so happy. Yeah. You know, I was wanting to do that, go to convalescent homes when my husband was doing, going to his meetings, because his meetings were being held at the Masonic Lodge Rehabilitation Center, for the elderly. And I was going to go volunteer there and teach crocheting and meet with the ladies and stuff and make lapgans for them. And then everything shut down. This was in 2019, 2020. So that never happened. And now I don't hardly feel very good anymore. Susan says, Joanna, what are you working on? Tina says, my daughter said she don't want anything else crocheted. That's a shame. we bought our kids stuff that was on their wish list this year. But other than that, they're young and they have a lot of needs that don't revolve around crocheted items. So I finished another one. Lori says, my reenactors group, we make socks, slippers, and blankets for the VA. Cool. Joanne says, knitting a lap blanket with wolf head. I can't wait to see that, Joanne. I hope you can send it to the Facebook page, or you can email it to me, and my email address is below this video also. Mary says, bye all, my cat wants attention. We'll continue watching on Roku TV. Cool, Mary. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Hope you enjoy what you see in this group. We're a bunch of fun-loving ladies. Sometimes gents come in here too. And usually they're some spammers, but usually it's good people. Guys who crochet, they do too. Tina says, that sounds pretty, Joanne. Is the head created into the blanket? Susan Burke says, oh my, Joanne, that sounds nice. Is it hard to do? And Camper says, bye, Mary. Have a wonderful day. Yes, enjoy your kitty cat. Susan Peppermint says, bye, Mary. I have to differentiate between the Susans in here now. So yay, I got 4 done. Woohoo! I don't know how many of these I'm going to be making, and I think I'm going to put my jacket back on because it's chilly in here. Have a blessed day, Mary, says Susan Peppermint. And Michelle's on our side. There's 2. I don't know what you're talking about, Tina. Joanne says, yes, I'm knitting a wolf head into the blanket. It's not hard if you know how to alternate your colors while knitting. You and Michelle J. Is Michelle J in here too? I haven't seen Michelle J. Sorry, you got me looking back. Not today, but you mentioned multiple names here. Uh-huh. Yeah, and Susan says, Joanne, whose pattern is it, please? Camper says, I've run across 14s in the YouTube streets. Cool. It's your niece's pattern. Cool. Wonderful, Joanne. Feels funny like chatting to yourself. I don't get it. Susan says, Michelle, why do you want the doll and the clothes finished by Christmas? Who is going to be playing with it? I want to show it to my daughter and her fiance. And Joanne says she does sequence designs for our culture events. That is so cool. And Tina says, ones with you same name. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. I haven't really looked in this catalog much yet because I really don't want to buy anything right now. Because I'm at that point now that I'm looking at all my yarn and I'm thinking I need to use some of it. But would you look at this bunny? It's knit. It looks knit. So I'm trying to fight off a headache. I'm not winning so far. I'm so sorry, Tina. I've got leg pain. You want to trade? Susan says, I cannot wait to see it. To see what? My doll? Sorry, Camper 14. Hope you feel better. Me too. Headaches are no joke. Susan says, I'm sorry, Tina, you're not feeling well. I hope your headache will go away soon, and I'll be praying for you. That is so nice, Susan. Lori says, after we get settled in, I am going to do a mosaic with hubby's family tartan and family crest for a wall hanging. Awesome! Susan says, that'll be nice, Lori. Yep. Huh. Susan B says, Joanne's lap blanket. That's the one with the wolf. And Tina says, there's nothing I can take. The last medication I took gave me a heart attack. Oh no. Did you try the cold water bottle at the base of back of your neck? Tina says, that sounds really nice, Lori. Yeah. And Cricket says, I find when I get a headache during the day, a cup of strong coffee helps. You're talking about caffeine headaches. I've gotten caffeine headaches in the past when I used to drink a lot of soda and I tried quitting. Michelle, that book is that you're looking at? This book is I got it in the mail, Mary Maxim catalog. Susan. Peppermint says, don't take that medicine again, Tina. And Tina says, yes, it helped somewhat, but not gone yet. Okay. And Lori says, I figured I will have it done for his birthday next July. Cool. I've showed you a few of the projects I've got going right now. I want to get that doll finished before Christmas. At least I can do the clothes later. Just let me get the hair done and the wig and the facial features. Then I've got my kit number. Well, this was kit number 5. I did these squares. And for kit number 6, I've got 2 more squares designs to make with 3 of each square for my kit number 6. And I haven't started it yet. Camper says, I have that magazine, Michelle. Don't think I looked real close. I didn't recognize the picture. The catalog, you mean, by Mary Maxim? Susan Burke says, yes, I have not got my Mary Maxim book yet. Okay. I haven't looked through it real good because I just got it like when I pulled in from work, I stopped by my mailbox and picked up my mail and came in and cooked macaroni and cheese. Homemade. So this is my homemade macaroni and cheese. There's a big pan of it on the stove, so looks good. I think so too. Tastes pretty good too. I used sharp cheddar cheese in there. And a stick of butter, 4 cups of milk, and 16 ounces of elbow macaronis. And salt and pepper. Is it the book with blanket of flowers on front? Yes. This one. This is the catalog that came in the mail last night. Our mail comes after 6. So I don't go outside to get the mail at night when it's dark. Yes, the one I got recently. Okay. Susan says, I am waiting for Premier Yarn to come. I got some of the bobbins. Cool. How much are they now? I bought 2 way back when at full price. And then when they came on sale, I bought a bunch more of the bobbins in a variety of colors. So now I've got 4 of 7 different colors. I think they were $3.99 when I bought them. But compared to $12 each, it was a bargain. Carol says, I have a box of Premier bobbins I need to open and make a video. Yes, you do need to make a video, Carol. Peppermint says, when are you going to do that, Carol? Good question. Tina says, been missing your videos, Carol. I got them for $3.99 each, says Susan. Yep, that's how much I paid for them. Lori says, I have a bunch of bobbins ordered. Hopefully they get here soon. So when are you moving, Lori? Carol says, I'll try to get one out today. Cool. That's wonderful. Anything else going on, ladies? Lori says probably late next week or early the following. The fire department and city will have to sign off on the inspection first. All right. So you're hoping that the premier order comes before you move, right? Looks like a lot of work to put them together. Oh, I got my storage cubes from Amazon. Box was so heavy I couldn't pick it up. Uh-huh. Yes, it is very heavy and it is a lot of work to put them together. It's wise if you have twisty those tie rod wraps or something, whatever they call them, to hold it together, because otherwise it'll come apart so fast. Zip ties, yes. Because that's what I bought from Amazon for my yarn, and it is a mess. I thought I had them all zip tied, and no, they're not included. Lori says yes, that's why I paid extra for fast shipping. Aha! All right, and when did you put in the order, Lori? So no, they are not included. Crap. Black Friday. Okay. And so hopefully it'll be here by tomorrow or Saturday, because because if you pay for fast shipping and it takes longer than 2 weeks, something's wrong. I don't think I have anywhere enough of them. Now you're gonna need a bunch. You can use what you have for now and don't load it up until you get enough to put to get them all in. Because I thought I had enough, had them all the sides connected, and I still have some that like to come apart, even though most of them are all connected. No, we read the reviews before we bought it, all right after we bought it. My husband's got all that stuff in the garage, so we didn't have to go buy more. But the thing is, just getting them. Is your husband helping you to put it together, Tina? I was so proud of myself when I ordered it. And I told my husband, I'm getting this to organize my yarn so that it'll be, off the floor and this and that. And I still have tons of yarn on the floor. Carol says, I'm waiting on an order from Venita Yarn. So excited. I never heard of it, Carol. Or Vilrita. Never heard of it. My idea too. And my yarn's all over the floor. That's why I don't do videos in my yarn room. Because my yarn room is a mess. Uh-huh. Because not only do I have the yarn in my yarn room, I've got yarn all over in the storage room downstairs. Bod had got yarn from Vilrita. Okay. Camper says, is your cubes all full? I just don't know what I have in colors anymore. Yeah, I filled it up. And I've got yarn in front of it, so I can't get into the bottom cabinets of the, because I've got doors on mine. Yeah. Yep. I've got the door, like, what do you call them? Cupboards? Or so you can't see the yarn that's in there. And yeah. Yeah, but I've got some more yarn in the basement too, so. Oh my, I am getting discouraged. I'm getting discouraged even before I get started. Sorry, Tina. Well, it all depends how much yarn you have. If you've got 3 totes of yarn, you'll fit it in there. And how many cubicles do you have? It might not fit. Didn't consider that. How many cubicles did you buy? Because you could buy different sizes of it. I bought the biggest one they had. Yeah, I thought when I bought it, I thought all my yarn would fit in there. 30. Yeah, so did I. That was the biggest one they had. Had big hopes. Me too. Me too, Tina. Yeah, now there's stuff laying on top of it and everything. Sorry to disappoint you, Tina. Lulu says, hi. Hello, Cindy. How are you? She says, hi, Michelle. Just in for a second to give you a thumbs up and say hello. Can't stay right now, but love and hugs. Thank you so much, Cindy. It's good to see you. Hope you have a good day. I'm over here disappointing Tina, discouraging her. If I don't fit if it don't fit, my husband and my kids will give me a harder time and say I don't need any more until it's gone. Uh-huh. Exactly. Have a blessed day, Cindy, says Susan. Yep, we're in the same boat, Tina. Yeah, our wind is blowing here. And Camper says, hi, Cindy. Cindy says she couldn't stay, so she's gotta go. Susan says, and the boat is sinking with all that yarn in it. You're funny. Lori says, that's why I'm building built-in shelves for my crafting and my hubby's books. Mm-hmm. Built-in shelves. I think that's what I want next time. Or even if I could get rid of some books, I don't want to get rid of my books though. I love my books. But a bookshelf would be a nice place to store my yarn too. Have you ever watched Ginger, the yarn geek? In her old house, she had these shelves built in the walls before she moved to the new place. And I loved that she would cram them all in. It was so cute. So she'd have yarn walls. Lori says, I found a guy on YouTube that shows you how to do it. Awesome. And Tina says, I have both too. I'm feeling like a hoarder. Both what? Oh, books and yarn. Uh-huh. There's worse things we could be hoarding. It's kind of the way I look at it. You know, my husband likes his firearms and he likes his knives. But there's worse things he could be hoarding too. My books and my yarn bring me comfort. Lori says my husband is a historian, so it's all history books. Wow. Amazing. And Camper says very, very true. Yes, very true. You know, having the things that bring you joy is not hoarding, in my opinion. But I need to use up more of what I've got, some of what I've got before I go out and buy more. And I've been trying to do that. But it's just not going as fast as I'd like it to. You know? I'd like to be able to use up like 10 skeins in a month so that I can go buy 10 skeins a month. I thought I would if I could see it. Okay, use it. I went out when Big Twist had a big sale last year. I went and bought as many colors, like 2 or 3 skeins of as many colors as I could find. And it's all in bags on the floor in front of the cabinet with all the cubbies for my yarn storage. So I know it's all in bags. I know where it is. Carol says it sounds like you have more yarn than I do, Michelle. Mine is mostly in my closet. Camper says I almost did that this year. What, buy a bunch of yarn, different colors? Just to have it on hand. Hey, I didn't need to go out and buy. This is cream colored yarn, the Big Twist cream colored yarn. The yellow panties I made from Red Heart Super Saver. And then there's the camel color for the hair. Lori says my yarn cubby I'm going to use for my shoes. What, you're getting rid of your yarn, Lori? Camper says, I've seen your yarn review videos, Carol. You must have a very, very big closet. Yeah, she's had some stored in the top of her, above her pantry. I think, Carol, you have more than me. I'm sticking to that. Just seeing the yarn reviews and the yarn hauls you've done in the last year boggles my mind. You're almost as bad as Bag a Day. Okay. Lori says, no, the cubby, I'm going to build shelves at new house. Okay. And Tina says, I need a closet like you have, Carol. I think we all do. Carol says, I think it's just more organized, LOL. No, don't give me that, Carol. Peppermint says, I don't think she's that bad because she makes things for other people and uses all that yarn. I'm trying to, but I work outside the home part-time. I do a lot of things outside the home. Let's see here. That's why I kind of think I'm just a slow crocheter. Cricket says I have a tote full of yarn. That's my stash. Cricket, I don't know if I'll ever get to just having that little yarn. But aren't you just a beginner? When I was beginning, I had just one stash, one tote too. And then it grew. Yes, you are. Yep. When I was a beginner, I started out with like 2 skeins, maybe 3 skeins of yarn. And it was Red Heart Super Saver at the time. All right, Cricket, you love it. Good. Glad you love it. To me, I should have been done with this doll like in had this doll done in 2 days. It's taken me forever to do it. Peppermint says Michelle Zion grew and grew and grew and grew and then grew. I don't get it. Not Zion yarn. Michelle's yarn. Okay. Yeah, it grew and grew and grew, and then I see these sales and I have to go buy it. I have to take advantage of the yarn sales. So I decided not to watch anybody's yarn hauls for a while because it makes me want to go buy it. On my video, you will see my red heart pink yarn and white yarn. It's older yarn, but does the trick. Cool. And Tina says, I inherited my mom's totes of many partial skeins or just single ones. I should make granny squares, I guess, and use some of it up. Not enough of any color to make anything. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Tina. To use some of that up. After I get this doll done, I think I would like to make slippers. Cricket says I have little yarn born bomb. Oh, little yarn bonbons. I got those too. I was going to use those to make the clothes for the doll. Clothes and food. Oh, to make little squares. The little bonbons are 3-weight yarn. So they're smaller than the worsted weight. See, this doll calls for worsted weight yarn when you make the doll, but the clothing and the food items for the picnic food are using 3-weight yarn. Except for the blankets, like the picnic blanket here and the griddle here are made with worsted weight. I think the basket is too, but everything else is made with 3-weight yarn. Carol says, you can make beautiful blankets with scrap yarns. Search Stash Buster blankets or projects. Great idea, Carol. Tina says, I have never made granny squares except hundreds of centers for my mother. That's all she mainly made. She got to where her hands hurt making the starts. Well, that's awesome, Tina. I've seen whole Afghans made with those centers for granny squares. People make Afghans out of those by joining them all together. That's crazy. Cricket says, thanks, Carol. I will check that out. Yes. That sounds like a great idea, Carol. I keep screwing up because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I need to put 2 single crochets in each stitch. So that's one in there, and I gotta put another one in there. So let's see. This is my fifth strand of hair for my doll. Try to type in chat, even harder to work on anything. Oh, hats are good stash busters as well. Uh-huh. Cricket says, Carol, I think those voodoo dolls was so cute. And Peppermint says, I know, Cricket. I thought they were too. Carol says, LOL, the voodoo dolls. Excuse me. Yeah, that wind is howling here. I didn't see about the speed of the wind gusts. Scrapbook bags are great stash busters. Woohoo! Cool. "47 feels like 42 and windy." Doesn't say much about wind speed. Lori says scrapbook, yeah. And Carol says, good idea, Lori. Tina says, now I know who is sticking me with a voodoo doll. I get feelings like that sometimes, like someone's sticking you. Oh, you're funny, Tina. Yep. I need to get going though, guys. I'm gonna have to get some of this done, and I need to concentrate. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I thank you all for being here. So we got scrapbook bags for stash busters. We've got granny squares. We've got hats. Tina says, my cat is staring at me. Thinks she's hungry. Carol says, it's not me. She's not the one stabbing you with the voodoo doll sticking. You're funny. So Tina needs to feed her cat. Carol needs to stop sticking pins into Tina's voodoo doll. And good luck, Tina, building your shelving system for your yarn. Susan says, okay, take care, everyone. Bye. Carol says, scarves and cowls. Mm-hmm. I like making cowls. I'm not so big on scarves, but I like cowls. Cricket says, you all stay safe and have a good day. You do the same. Tina says, I have to get zip ties first, I guess. Well, use what you have and see how many more you need. I had my husband help me put it together. He had high hopes too of getting all my yarn organized. Carol says it was a great live. Thanks, everyone. Thank you all for being here. It was fun. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Cricket says, Michelle, let me know what you think about the chicken bather. Okay, I will do. Bye, all, says Lori. Goodbye. Thanks for being here. Enjoyed having you here, talking to you all. It's been fun. Bye, everyone. Have a great afternoon, says Tina. Goodbye.